Hey everyone, thanks for joining us and welcome back with Houston Camera Exchange. My name's Matthew. Today we are going to talk about the Canon R5 Mark II. This is the Canon R5 Mark II pre-production model that our friends at Canon let us borrow to make this video today. In addition to having a 45 megapixel Canon-made backlit stacked CMOS sensor setup, they made some improvements to the processor. So before it was just Digic X, now it's Digic X and their new Digic Accelerator chip. What this does is it gives us things like reduced rolling shutter distortion, action priority, AF tracking, blackout-free displays. This is Canon's best autofocus. It is a 30 frame per second electronic, 12 frame per second mechanical shutter system. It comes out of the box ready to go with electronics. So as some of you who want to pick this up and get ready to use it day one drop, this is right there waiting for you. I have a feeling this is going to be something that people are really going to want to gun for when they really see what this bad boy can do. Some of the things that we're seeing different out of this unit is like the new in-camera neural network noise reduction. That is a feature that really takes the work out of what we would do in post and tosses it back to Canon and their proprietary software to manage that and make low light pictures seamless, beautiful. In addition to the in-camera noise reduction, we also are seeing something that I've never seen in a camera before, in-camera upscaling. And so we can upscale a 45 megapixel image all the way to 179 megapixels. That's insane to me. In addition to these amazing features, it's also giving us eye control, which if you guys use the Canon R3, you're familiar with. Action priority autofocus, they gave us some options to play with: soccer, volleyball, basketball. And one of the things that I'm loving is the people recognition. I can now recognize up to 10 faces. So if I'm an event photographer, and I need to make sure that the bridal party is good, I'm there. If I'm doing events, birthdays, anything like where the people who need to be always in focus are in focus, I can register them on the fly while shooting. That is a blessing for those of us that make our money working these kinds of setups. Thanks to the new processing power with this camera, we can now do flash in electronic shutter, which that I am excited about. All right, enough about photography and what this camera can take in stills. Let's talk about what this camera can do in moving pictures. This camera brings in the unified file types from Canon's other cinema cameras. So we're seeing what they've got across the board integrated into this. Things like 8K at 60 frame per second raw, 4K 60 raw, and this is the creme de la creme. You guys asked for it. Canon heard you and delivered. You can now do 4K 120 with audio. Amazing. In addition to having a full HDMI, this camera does proxy recording. We are getting waveform, false color, and as the R5 Gen 1 had, the peaking and zebra modes available within the camera. We have Canon C-Logs 2 and 3, and in Canon C-Log 2, you're getting a full 16 stops of dynamic range to play with. That is amazing. One thing to make note of is that for those of us that utilize the camera to go and make our content, the tally lamp that we have is now located in the front, so it shows us when we are recording, when we are not recording. One of the things I want to finish talking about with this camera is it does HD recording of video and 33 megapixel stills. So if you're doing an event wherein you would typically have an extra camera set up somewhere, or maybe even another person working that camera, you don't need that anymore. You can now do everything while just shooting with one camera. This camera also has some new accessories for it. The BG-R20, which is a extra battery grip, giving us vertical and horizontal shooting and an extra battery to pull from. The BG-R20 EP, which is a networking grip, giving us fast, rapid network Ethernet connectivity and delivery. And then the CF-R20 EP, which is a kind of heat sink that goes at the bottom of the camera, allowing you to shoot in hotter environments for longer or in higher resolutions for longer. I wanted to finish this off by saying this camera is a one-stop shop for those of us that would go and do photo and video for events, or go and need something that does maybe while I'm shooting pictures on this side, video, what have you. My overall rating for this camera is a 10 out of 10. I love this setup. I love the features that they literally thought and listened to us when they made this second iteration of the R5. This camera is going to be a game changer. So yeah, get yourselves a Canon R5 Mark II today. And thanks for listening to me. My name is Matthew. I'm with Houston Camera Exchange. See you guys. Bye.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and come visit us at the Houston Camera Exchange, 5900 Richmond Avenue.